Welcome to another Cam Does Data. I'm Cam. We're going to look at some data today. More specifically, we're going to look at some SQL questions on Leetcode. So if you come over to leetcode.com, you click on Problems, and you come down here to SQL 50. Crack the SQL interview in 50 questions. And right here, they've got 50 different questions. They say one hard, but one of these mediums, I can't remember which one. One of the mediums was also pretty hard. So I don't know how they come up with this rating system, but we're going to look at a random one here. I've got this 1 through 50. Let's generate 32. I've already done that one. 26. So let's look 26. Should we do the medium one, or we'll do the classes more than 5 students, product sales analysis? Should we do the medium? We'll say that's 26. We'll do that one instead of the easy. We'll hide that there. That's my old solution. If you've done these before, it'll save your progress. And you actually need an account to even submit. So let's look here. I wonder when I submitted or solved this. I wonder how long it's been. You can look at your old submissions. Oh, it's been about 2 months since the last time I submitted. So let's see here, product sales analysis. So we have a sales table and a product table. So we're going to have to do some kind of join. We've got sale ID, year are the primary keys. Combination, okay. Product ID is a foreign key, so product ID goes to the product table. Each row of this table shows a sale on the product ID in a certain year. Okay, note that the price is per unit. So this price is for every individual unit. Each row of this table indicates the product name of each product. So this is just giving me the name. This table, the sales table, has all the data, but I don't have the product name in here. I only have product ID. So I'm going to need this table if I need the product name, which I assume, yeah, we do. Well, do we? A table. Maybe we don't even need it. Write a solution to select the product ID, year, quantity, and price for the first year of every product sold. So we want to find the first year, product ID. I don't need the product name here. So I might not have to join this table. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. So what do we want? We want, I do this a lot of the time. And this is similar to when you're on the job and you're trying to think about what data you need. You could just kind of write notes here. Like, what do I need? I need the first year. I need the quantity. I need the price. And I need that from the sales table. I'm just going to alias that just in case. All right, so now these year, quantity, price. So this first year, this does not exist yet. So I'm going to say I probably want like a min of the year as first year, but I might have to do a window function here. Let's think about it. Now, it's okay if you don't just immediately get this and know it. Even people that have been doing SQL for years, when it gets more complex, the solutions and the answers you're looking for, you might have to think about it for a second. So don't feel bad if you don't just immediately just sit down and type this all out and have it figured out in 2 minutes flat. That's not realistic. That's not going to happen. And when you look at bigger and bigger data, when you're actually on the job, it's going to be a lot more complex. So write a solution for the first year of every product sold. So let's see, we want to group by basically all this other data. Anything you're not aggregating by, you need to group by. But is that what I want? I don't want to group by price. I don't really want to group by quantity. I only want to group by product ID. So I think you don't want to do group by when you're kind of being forced to group by columns you don't want to group by. That's when you might want to reach for a Windows function. So instead, and I might want to do a CTE here as well, just because this Windows function is going to give me, I can get the first year, I don't know. Let's start writing it out and think. It's going to give me like a row number. I could do a row number or a rank. Let's just do like a rank. So I want to partition by. So this is kind of like the group by, except it doesn't force you to group all the other columns that you're not trying to aggregate by. So I want to partition by product ID. And I want that over, and I want that year descending or ascending. I want that ascending. Ascending is the default, so I don't actually have to put that. But I like to put it it makes it a little more clear, so I know 100% what I'm looking at. I also like to capitalize anything that's a SQL function. So, basically everything that's blue. I could capitalize this as well. Over partition by product over year, ascending as first year. So the reason I'm thinking I want to do this as a CTE is because this is going to give me the rank. This isn't going to give me the year. So I kind of think I want to do a CTE here to get the first year. Oh, sorry, you need to put as. So with, this is how you do a CTE. With, and then the name of the CTE that you're creating. As, and then in parentheses you put what you're doing. So I can get rid of this. I can basically do this exact same thing. And instead of first year, I'm going to do like ranking or something. You can't do rank. That's like you can't do rank. That's a whole other video. You can't do any of these like SQL keywords. Like I can't do as group by. I can't do it. Yeah, just do ranking. So now I don't need this. I can do actually, sorry. Year as first year. Okay, I'm just thinking what I need here. Instead of from sales, I'm going to grab it from first year. Okay, so I'm building out this CTE. This is going to run, but it's not going to have an output until I pull from it. So that's what now this query is doing. I'm now pulling from my CTE. So I'm pulling first. We can maybe spell first instead of fert years. So I'm pulling that, and then what I want to do is where ranking equals 1. So this will separate them by product ID over the year, ascending, and then ranking. So this will give all the years a ranking. Let's just do this real quick for fun, so you can see it. I guess I could have pushed select all, but just so you can see what's going on here. So this is giving me, I should put, what did I do here? Oh, MySQL version. I don't know if you can do from cells S. Check the manual over here. Oh, I didn't mean to do over there. I meant to do order by. All right, sorry. You put the over here in between these two parentheses. You're doing the rank over partition by product ID order by. I don't know how I got over there. So there, this is just, I just wanted to show you what this CTE is producing. Here we go. So it's giving me the product ID and the ranking. So this product ID had 2 different years that it sold in, and I'm only interested in the ranking 1. So the first year is 2008. And then this one, its first year was 2011. So that's what this is giving us. So I'm taking that and I'm just saying where ranking equals 1. So this is giving me the year that is the first year because I'm taking the one that has the ranking as 1. And is there anything else I wanted to do? Is that all they want? It's just the product ID, the first year, the quantity, and the price. So that's all they want. They just want the information from the first year, I guess. Let's double check. I think that's all they want. Yeah, so that's all they wanted. They just wanted the information from the first year. So yeah, think of that. That's Windows functions, there's rank and dense rank. There's a bunch of others as well, but when you are kind of being forced to group by, there's other reasons you want to use ranking as well, or Windows functions as well. But when you're being forced to group by a bunch of columns that you don't want to group by, because I didn't want to group by everything that has the same quantity. I don't want to group by everything that has the same price. So obviously I don't want to group by. I want to do a Windows function. Another way that's kind of an indicator that you need a Windows function is when you need like top 3 by department, or first year, or last 2, or something like that, where the verbiage sounds like you need to like segregate and get a specific amount of things by another thing. Then you're probably going to want to do a Windows function there. So again, I'll just run through this to make sure you fully understand it. We're creating this CTE just so we can get this ranking so that we know exactly what the first year is. And then we're pulling from that CTE, pulling all the rest of the data out, and we're just aliasing this year as first year. And then we're taking where that ranking equals 1. And that's all there is to it. And then remember, if you push run, it's only going to test against one test case. You want to double check that you fully got the correct answer and push submit. You will have to create an account on Leetcode to do that. And don't worry about this runtime right here. I could run this again and get a completely different runtime. This is more for more complex algorithms and other programming questions on here. I wouldn't worry about these too much. You do want to optimize your SQL queries, but not really right now. You're more trying to understand and learn why you are doing this and understand what is happening when you're doing it. Yeah, other than that, go ahead and subscribe. Follow me here on YouTube. You can follow me on LinkedIn as well. The link to my LinkedIn is in the description. I'll leave the link to the question here on Leetcode in the description as well. So if you want to come on here and look at solutions, this is community submitted solutions for this same thing. So like, let's look at what this guy did. Let's see, he did his first year quantity price. So where, product ID, year in. Oh, so he did a subquery for this instead of a CTE. So he just selected min year. And that's another way I could have done that, is min year instead of doing a Windows function. But just the way we kind of built out the understanding as we were going, a Windows function naturally came up. So yeah, there's no one exact correct way. There's going to be a bunch of different ways you could solve something in SQL. So go ahead and come here and look at the solutions and go through all of these. That's another good way to learn, is look at all the different ways you can do something and break it down what is happening in the query and fully understand it. And that'll help you learn tenfold. So other than that, thank you for watching.